Hi there, Selective Collective. Selective Collective. This is Kim here with your message. I say selective because quite simply, your vibration, your frequency is going to resonate with this message. If you're here, there's a reason. So I'm just asking your spirit guides and your angels to come in. And clearing the energy. Okay, are we ready? And we're ready. And we're ready. We're ready for the message. For the message. I have Mystical Sister. Okay, so we're starting off with a friend or an ally that's coming in. This is somebody that feels drawn to you, kind of like moth to a flame. So there's something about you and another, and maybe more than one person, but there's some kind of, there's a spiritual tie or connection to somebody, to more, they're saying more than one person here. So your energy right now is like moth to a flame. And you think of the moth, you think of metamorphosis from the darkness. They're saying from a dark night of the soul. There's something here in common with this energy. It has to do with like a dark night of the soul. Sulfur in the reverse. Sulfur. Sulfur, I mean, this is a card of healing. It's a card, by the image, you can see blood being like detox, right? Detoxification. So it's an analogy, I guess, of, you could say, of moving something up and out of your life, out of your, something gets moved up and out, up and out. So we'll pull from the tarot to find out what that's talking about. If something's going up and out, then something's coming in, is what I think. I saw this card before we started. Silver and resin. So you have a spiritual, there's spiritual evolution in this body. I always watch how I word that, because the soul is already expanded. It's knowing itself through these different bodies. The body is what is changing. So they're saying that you're ready for some sort of new spiritual experience to come into your life. Something has been preserved, waiting just for you. You see this carnation preserved in this resin, right? It's an experience, though. What they're telling me is an experience. It may be an experience of like luxury. I mean, we have silver, luxury, divine feminine energy. So receiving, reflecting, receiving a new spiritual experience. Okay. Maybe getting strange messages and signs. You have something really physical going on with your body right now, okay? Because not only do I have the sulfur card with blood on it, but then I have the blood card. There's a red rose, a blue rose, The blood is about physicality, sensuality, feeling alive. Something has been preserved for you. It is a new experience in this body. Feeling like more and more of your divine self, more of your soul, like coming in, coming in for this experience. You have silver and gold. Interesting. Mercury. Messages, communication, signs, signals. What's this about for the selective collective? The ones who are resonating with this message of something is saved, it's just for you. Is it entropy? I saw entropy. The only reason I said that is because I saw this card. Entropy. But is it apparent entropy? Entropy is when it doesn't seem like you're connecting the dots, right? It doesn't seem like anything's in any sort of order, or there is major disorder around. But I started off saying that I think somebody or somebodies are attracted to your energy because, like, you've been there. I see entropy on all of these cards. The Virgin's Milk, the Mystical Sister, and the Silver Energy. So, unrelated, something that seems unrelated is actually related, and is going to make sense. It is all in divine order. It looks like apparent entropy. There's something pulling you and another energy together in quite a strange, weird way. Mystical way. Entropy is the breakdown of systems. But sometimes we bring entropy into our lives because we want to dismantle things that we are now aware of that don't make sense to us anymore, or we don't resonate with anymore. And so we can bring about entropy. Cosmic network. Well, so this is a card about it all being connected. It all being connected, woven into the quantum field. The cosmic network is all of the information that you need, all of the energy that you need. It's stored, and you have access, past, present, future, all at one time, at any time. It is all actually connected, even though sometimes the dots don't look like they're being connected. What are you wanting them to do with this cosmic network, with all of this information? What are you wanting them to do with all of this information? Activation. Attraction. I saw that one too. See? Attraction. Like a moth to a flame. What I say is there's something here about you where you are now attracting in the what you want. What you want. If you feel like something was waiting for you, an experience has been waiting for you, you may be exactly right. It has been preserved, and you're in the stratopause. So when you're in the stratopause, you're at a spiritual bus stop, and eventually you're going to have a choice to make. And they're saying this waiting period, this resin energy of, wow, I feel like I'm just right here for now, is not going to be permanent. It is temporary. But your energy is attracting something else already. what you want is coming to you. What you want is coming to you. These two energies find themselves face to face. Face to face. So this is your energy, and this card means that something is being activated. Activated. And because of this energy here being activated in your blood, in your cellular DNA, like in a very physical way, it is moving things out of your life. And I mean, they're giving me examples of different things that could be leaving your life. Could be because of just seeing someone sort out things that are going on within themselves. You know what they say, compartmentalizing, when you organize things in your brain and then you put it here, it goes here. It's like I'm seeing like this Akashic library where you're like, okay, this stuff, this disorder, like I don't need these if they're not going to make sense with the next thing. So there's things that you're like putting up and out of the way while you're in a pause. It's a place of transit. Could be changing diet. You could be purging emotions, going through different types of activations, and as you do this, this awareness, this awakening energy could make it very obvious, like there's certain illnesses you may be moving through, or body aches, or weird things going on. One time it's this, the next day it's this, and it's like there's a great purge here. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Pluto, especially in this deck in particular, it describes it as unavoidable transformation. Gravitational acceleration has the target, and then this is like some point of action, right? And so it's helping you exponentially. This is ascension, though. I'm seeing this as awakening and ascension, and it's like being catapulted out of a dark night of a soul. So this place so you've been activated. It's something that would take years spiritually to evolve here is being sped up by the forces of nature, by the sun, perhaps even. There's different things that are helping at this time, and this activation or this energy, this transmission that's coming in for you, it's going to change everything, because Pluto takes down the things that are not working anymore, right? It sends it to the underworld. It gets transformed into something new. Quantum entanglement. Oh, my. I think you and these people are quantumly entangled. I think you and whoever it is that you are attracting into your field at this time are entangled, and will probably have really strong telepathy abilities between each other. What this means is when one thing happens, two particles that do not look like they're connected or don't seem to be connected at all are actually they are. And so when one thing happens, then something happens to the other thing. at the same time. Spooky action at a distance, right? And then we have the activation that's happening. They're saying it has something to do with 528 hertz, which is the love frequency, and it's a love vibration, but it's turning on the divine 12-strand DNA, the original divine blueprint. That is amazing because that means you are tapped into more gifts and abilities than ever. It means that you would have the ability to heal yourself. It means it's all the things that your creator blessed you to be able to do in the very beginning, which was powerful, divine child of God. And this is going back to that. It's a reset. Before anything was messed with it, this is going to be the main frequency, the main vibration. You're just going to see a lot of, we're going to see a lot of entropy. You're going to see a lot of darkness scattered around during this time of activation, during this time of awakening. Quite simply, it's trying to stay in control, and it just is. It's going to realize it's not the dominant frequency here, so it will be moving out of the way. The frequency of, on the opposite end of love, of fear, of hate and control, those energies are not going to be working very well in this new energy. And so don't ever think that you're naive when you say things are going to get better. They are getting better. Even when you see entropy and chaos and everything, know the sign of a power that's struggling to stay in power. Know it as that, and that this love frequency is what is dominating and will be dominating. Finally, the scales are tipping. And the way I feel about quantum entanglement, though, is that we're all of us on this cosmic network somewhere. So we're all, I feel like everything is like this fabric that if I do, a butterfly flaps its wings, what if that was the trigger for a volcano? You know what I mean? Like it can be, I think it is all connected. Every little bitty tiny thing. They're telling me the details matter. The small things really, really matter in this life. So the smile that you give to somebody when you hold the door for them, the thank you, the sincere looking in someone's eyes when you smile, like those small little things really matter. Or you're a star seed. Or you're a star seed. Empathetic, psychic, healer, knows purpose. But the first one that came out is, like I said, look, different names, same thing. Akashic Records, All Souls, Universal Events, Past, Present, Future, the Cosmic Network, the Quantum Unified Field. we have different names for things. And it's here for you to access. You are here on Earth to build with this frequency. Life path number 4 is coming out. Just a big sign if you are life path number 4, but this is for everybody that's seeing this message, is there's going to be a focus here on you using your star seed gifts and abilities that you came here with. to build this onto this divine matrix on earth. It's laid, right? It's laid down. Ley lines might be a thing for you. Working with energy vortexes, grid lines, ley lines, things like that might be of interest to you. This is working with it and building it. Before, the messages were about anchoring in this energy, saving space. Meditating, saving space, bring it on in. Now it's come to, this is the group where the main message is, okay, now we get to work, and we get to work with it, and this is a lovely energy to work with. Everybody's successful when they work with that energy. Everything grows and everything changes positively when the energy of love is there. Maybe saying something about you getting a pendulum too. That one was gifted to me. Thank you for who gifted it to me for Christmas for the channel. I've been using it for the channel. I've been using it in my private readings too. So, yeah. Thank you. But yeah, here's a message about that. Maybe if it's not the pendulum, and maybe dowsing rods, or scrying, or rune casting, or maybe tarot, or any type of divination. Some of you all are very shamanic in nature, so you're going to really enjoy getting signs and messages, working with the universe, you know, out there in nature. And the small things, they speak to you. The universe speaks to you in the small things, and they're just so important. They keep saying that to me. It's those small things, like earlier I went outside and I noticed, oh wow, the sky is really clear tonight. I can see the stars, so beautiful. And it's like that moment. It was so small in my life, but I'll pretty much probably always remember now. That one night when the stars were just so beautiful. Small things. Ascension number 3, air in-breath decodes energies. Air in-breath decodes energies is telling you to breathe in the air. It is your connection, spirit, to the physical, and it will help you with information. We do have nerves, and in a physiological sense, when you get blood going to your body in different areas, you are able to interpret what you're sensing and feeling better. You're getting more information. So take a deep breath if you're needing information, if you're trying to access the Akashic records, if you're trying to figure out the energy of an environment that you're at. Use the in-breath, out-breath to help you decode those energies. And I have, we're really ascending in a beautifully aligned way, because I have 2, 3, 4 here. This ascension says water, a flood of mental emotion. Okay, so watery energy here. Oh, how do I feel? Might be feeling everything right now, and you may experience a flood of it. This is just the beginning, they're saying. Look at the number. This is just the beginning. If this is a beautiful energy, and you may feel it as a big rush of warmth or energy, vitality, tingles, getting messages like crazy, you know, all kinds of good feelings. And you might be also picking up on some other feelings here going on in the world. So spiritual hygiene, clearing your energy, which you can do with a pendulum too if you don't want to burn stuff. I have tarot deck creator, a visionary. So there's a sign for somebody out there who's artistic that wants to maybe design their own divination tools. Or a sign if you have a platform that gets seen for spiritual purposes, perhaps TV, news, media. Your mind would be helpful. Augur, spiritual master, seer, predictions, a visionary. You have two cards that say you're a visionary. And what is the person who has the vision? The vision includes the whole spectrum, right? What is seen. And so when I think of somebody who's a visionary, I think of somebody that is inclusive. They're including everybody. The word unite or inclusive, I guess I said that, is what comes to mind here. So you're meant to share vision here is what I get from that. You're meant to share vision. Now, I also have a strange one here. I have clear gustance, which is clear tasting. So if you get a taste in your mouth and you're like, that I don't know where that came from, that doesn't seem like something that I ate, or maybe it's a taste of, I don't know, it could be anything really. It's coming from spirit. If it's clairgustance, they're talking about taste. And I have heard of people having that, so it's not out there. Wow. The Magician, the Nine of Swords, the Tower. The Tower is the entropy card. The Tower is talking about the things that are coming down, that have maybe already come down. But they're saying kind of not to worry about it, even though it could be easy to get into our head at this time, in our fears or overthinking things with the Nine of Swords. They're saying not to, because even though this is happening, these are things that are outdated, and they're energies that they're utilizing an energy that is simply not going to be the main one in control anymore. But you're using this 528 hertz, so you're going to be just fine. You will be the magician during this time. You will be able to make it seem kind of unbelievable, the things that you're able to create, while the rest of the world really might be worried about these towers going down, about these things happening. I just see you succeeding even when, yeah, and having strength, because you're the magician, here to create. There's something that you came here to witness as a starseed too. The evolution of awareness in these bodies, the expanded awareness of the consciousness in these bodies. Hangman, Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Hangman here, oh nice, Nine of Cups. Hangman is probably talking about that stratopause, where there's a period of time where you may feel like you're just hanging there and you don't want to be in this position. Why am I waiting? Why does it feel like maybe a sacrifice even? But there's something going on. There's a reason why Spirit had you hanging by your feet, because now you're seeing things from upside down, which in this world gives you a straight up view of what's actually happening. I see you as having the perspective of being able to see through the false matrix, to see through illusions, and to see what's really controlling things and people and fear and how it's a virus. So the Wheel of Fortune is here with a new spin on things, a new cycle, a new fortunate season for you. You just need strength to overcome all the psyops, okay? Because that's the Nine of Swords here. I see people are going to try to terrorize your mind when it comes to this Tower energy and the Nine of Swords. They're going to set up lots of things, lots of different events, all to get you scared, worried, hated, hateful, not hated, sorry, get you feeling hateful. They will be trying to do things, okay? It's mind manipulation, and it has to do a lot with like mind control. So you can't let that happen. Now is the time for you to pull on your strength, to know where you came from, to know that you've always been one of those people that could see through the illusion, even when before it was popular to even say or think that, right? Before the Matrix came out, you already knew. So this is the time to pull on your strength more than ever, because there will be actual false evidence appearing real, right? Fear. Okay, so your Nine of Cups is here, and that is your wishes granted card. Wishes granted. You are the star of which to wish upon. You're the one. Still, something about you here that just gets better over time, they're saying. You are somebody that has taste, you have culture, you have style, you have class, you have something that you just keep getting better with time. And like when you have this certain DNA activation also, you're gonna have it's gonna look like you've turned back the hands of time when it comes to aging also, because spirit renews this body. Expect abundance. Wow, wealth. I have something here about the time. They're pointing to this clock, and it says within a few weeks. A situation or event in question will unfold in a matter of weeks. What is that? Whoa, I gotta ask what that is, because I have too many other messages out here. Ace of Cups. Yeah, grapes. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. Wealth. What's in a matter of weeks? What's coming in a matter of weeks? Nine of Pentacles. Money. It is. It is this. It is this. Okay. Money. Enjoying the fruits of your harvest. A harvest. Plenty. Money. So that you can lay down the groundwork and get to work with this divine matrix that you're building here. Yeah, this love frequency needs you. It's going to provide you with all the resources that you need to be happy, but also to fulfill what you came here to do. It's that new experience that I was talking about in the most unlikely time, but it's what you came here for. And that's what they're telling me to tell you today. So I'm sending you love and light. I appreciate you all. Bye.